I'm just going to raise my video a bit. I don't think you can see what I'm doing. Hello, I'm Julie from Julie Davis Flower Workshops and Florist, the online flower arranging classes. I've got some Christmas door wreath classes coming up, and I thought I would sit in my garden and do some mossing and see if you fancy joining me. I don't know whether you followed in my videos before, but I run a Facebook group called Florist World, and I'm doing lots of Christmassy little 5-10 minute DIYs, and we've been making these Christmas stars in the group, which are quite good fun, and also some little place setting arrangements. You can imagine loads of these little mini Christmas trees lined up on your table at Christmas time, and on the table in front of me you'll see some leftovers from Halloween, and I've purposely styled my pumpkins so they see me right the way through autumn instead of just being, you know, orange and carved with faces on. This one's got decoupage on it, and the one before had spray paint and washi tape on it. So I am getting ready, as I say, for some Christmas door wreath classes, and I thought you might like to join me as I get preparing. So I've got a ring here with some mossing wire on it, and then some moss that I'm going to roll up and attach onto the wire. So it's quite a messy job, which is why I like doing it outside. Pulling the wire really tight. You could do this using string as well. Whatever it is, string is kinder on your hands, but I do like the tension that the wire gives you. And I was given this moss by a lady who was an artist who was doing an installation down in Margate here in Kent. So I'm recycling and making use of it for my forthcoming workshops. So you can check those out on my website. You'll have lots of interesting bits and bobs and lots of hints and tips with my blog posts I have there. I'd love to hear what flowers and flower arranging, crafting things you like to do for Christmas. And here you are. It doesn't take long to do. I've been making this up, and I reckon I can do 6 to 8 in an hour. That seems quite slow. We'll have to. I can see I've been on air for 2.5 minutes. Part of that was fiddling around, adjusting my camera angle. So I reckon I can moss up in 5 minutes. So that means 12 an hour, doesn't it? Time is money. You find in the moss as well, you get lots of little sticks. You need to go through it and sort out what you've got. And you do get really messy, so I'm wearing an apron, and I've also got a towel on my lap as well. And if the moss has been kept out in the open, you'll find that it gets really, really damp. So you might need to give it a squeeze to get rid of the excess moisture. You want it moist, but not running wet. Number one, because it will drip everywhere and stain your front door, and it just gets too heavy, and you may find your door hook isn't strong enough to hold the door wreath in place. So I like to layer up. All my flower arranging is about layering up. You don't have to do it all at once. It's supposed to be a lovely creative activity, not a chore. Nearly finished. And I could, if you were making this at home, you could moss up your dooring. And today I'm making this in the middle of November. So it's, you know, 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks to Christmas. So I could just store this somewhere cool. I like putting them underneath my patio table, out of the way. Or you could start to display it on your front door, and you could go through an ever-changing door ring on your front door. You could go for a mossed look. You could tie a simple bow on it. You know, the next week you might decide to attach greenery to it, leave it like that. And the next week you might decide to add in some decorations. And closer to Christmas, you might even decide to add in some fresh flowers as well. So don't put yourself under pressure, thinking you've got to have everything perfect all at once, because there is plenty of time. And you could be more stylish. Be the person in the street that does something a little bit different this year. So there we have it. And I can see I've been on air for 4 minutes and 55 seconds. So I reckon, yes, I can moss a door ring in less than 5 minutes. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear if you've got any suggestions for other videos you'd like me to do in the future. Now this is my first live and I'm not entirely sure how I turn off the filming, so bear with me a moment.